You're out there building your business, you're sharing your gifts, you're showing up for your clients. But underneath all that momentum, there's this quiet urgency. There's this pressure. You're doing everything right, but it still feels like you're chasing something. Here's the twist. The part of you calling the shots, it might not be your vision. It might be a subconscious survival pattern. In this video, we're going to unpack how fear, scarcity, and hyper independence can quietly lead your business and how to take the lead back. Let's get started. So, most heart led coaches don't even realize they're building from a dysregulated nervous system. On the outside, you look strategic. You're making moves, but inside, you feel anxious, you might feel rushed, you might feel like you're always behind. And believe me, I know this one personally because in my first couple of years in business, I did my absolute best to look the part of success. The website, the polished post, the perfect image online. But deep down, it was a mismatch. It didn't feel like success. I grew up around constant criticism. Nothing ever seemed good enough. So I unknowingly carried that subconscious pattern right into my business. I hesitated to charge. I flip flopped on my pricing. I said yes to everything, even when it wasn't aligned, because it made me feel accepted. That need for acceptance became a deeper subconscious survival pattern that I hadn't yet resolved. If you're nodding along right now, I want you to hear this. You're not failing. You're simply operating from a part of you that doesn't feel safe. And that's completely normal. If you grew up around scarcity or chaos or criticism like I did, your body might still be chasing that safety. But the beautiful thing is, once you see it, you can shift it. So, how does that survival mode show up in your business? It ends up being like hustling for validation or over preparing instead of showing up, undercharging or fearing boundaries, staying constantly busy to avoid discomfort. One client I worked with had a huge vision to create a business supporting women, but she was saying yes to everything and everyone else. By the time her day ended, she had no time left for the dream that mattered most to her. She felt stuck in this painful loop. There was guilt if she worked on her business and said no to others. And then there was guilt if she didn't do the work on her business and kept saying yes. It was a vicious cycle. These aren't mindset blocks. That's a piece of it, but mostly they're nervous system responses. The part of you making the decisions is the part that learned how to survive, not the part that knows how to thrive. But you can shift this. Start by getting curious. Ask yourself, does this choice feel calm or urgent? Am I trying to prove something or protect something? Is this coming from fear or grounded truth? That tiny space between trigger and action, that's where you reclaim your power. True leadership starts with nervous system safety. So before you act, I invite you to pause, breathe, regulate. Let your business be a sacred expression of your truth, not a response to your trauma. Try this. Pick just one upcoming decision and run it through this lens. See what shifts. The results might surprise you in the best way. Now, what about your clients? What happens when they're making decisions from survival but don't realize it? In the next video, we'll explore why clients can understand everything but still stay stuck, and how you can help bridge the gap between insight and embodiment. That's the key. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. You won't want to miss this. Thank you for being in my space today. I'll see you on the next video.